it's a lovely surprise this morning to have Gwion and Helen with us. And for those of you who've not met Gwion before, or Helen, of course, Gwion was an elder here in the church for many years, and of course was there right at the beginning, 40 years ago. A bit more hair then.
And it was black. Yeah, it wasn't great.
It wasn't great. Okay. Gwion, obvious question. What was that first Sunday like?
Electrifying. It was the culmination of years of prayer for some people, a lot of thinking, and a group coming together, understanding this was the Lord's will. So when it actually happened, it was quite a Sunday.
Yeah, I imagine something you'll never forget.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely, yeah.
So where was that first meeting held out of interest?
It was held in the house that adjoins the community centre in Lakefield Road. It was the old chapel house. And we met upstairs there. The congregation was split in two because there was a wall in the middle, but there was a gap in the wall which enabled you to see both sides of the congregation, to see the preacher.
And who was the preacher?
Dennis Jenkins.
Your dad?
My father, yeah.
Great. Was he tempted to preach from Ephesians 2, is it Ephesians, bringing down the dividing wall of division?
I don't remember what he preached on, sadly.
Great. Okay, well, obviously a lot has happened since then. 40 years is a long time. In terms of your own memories, particularly of your time here, because remind us, when was it you went to become the pastor of My Scanner?
13 years ago.
As much as that?
Yeah, 13 years, yeah.
So over that period of time, are there any particular things that stand out to you in terms of the way God has been at work in the church here and through the church?
Things that stand out is the prayerfulness, the faithfulness to preaching God's word, the gospel, and also the outreach. Looking back, those were the three things that stand out, that this church should be a church where the gospel is preached faithfully, the Bible is preached faithfully in a consecutive way. At the heart of that would be a faithful congregation, faithful in prayer, but also a church that would reach out. Sadly, that wasn't done to a great extent in some of the congregations in the town. So it was, and the one thing I remember that Dennis Jenkins used to say, the church that doesn't evangelize will capsize.
It's very much a Dennis statement, isn't it? It's lovely.
Yeah. So outreach, prayer, preach the word, preach the gospel faithfully, and that's continued.
And it's a joy for us to know that that's continuing over in Davin as well, in the work where you are there. Yeah. So last question, I have to say you didn't know any of these questions. No. I didn't either, I'm making them up as I go along. But looking forwards, 40 years is a long time, although it's small to some other, obviously relative to other churches and that, but staying faithful and looking to the future. Again, what do you see as the key challenges, opportunities, and priorities of the church moving forward?
Keep on praying, keep on preaching, keep on reaching out, understanding the society is changing, the people around us are changing, and to be able to reach out and preach in a way that we don't put up any artificial barriers that comes because of tradition, and we've always done it like this, so we'll keep on doing it. I can't, reformed and always reforming, keep on changing.
Brilliant. Thanks ever so much. That's great. Oh, thank you very much for allowing us to drop on you like this morning. But it's a delight. Are you able to stay for a coffee afterwards? Possibly? Yeah, there we are. So it'll be nice to catch up.
Yeah,
but great.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Great.